Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for September the 11th, 2024. Ooh, ominous day. Hadn't realized that was today. Hope everyone is doing well. Howdy ho, Sop. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Death. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Okay, Chris has had a chance to have a good day. The rest of us have just had a good cup of coffee. Let me jump into chat here. Bloop. So I am just brain dead this morning. My apologies. Wow, it's either too warm or it's too cold. Good morning, Death.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm warm. Which, it's weird. I mean, 2 days ago it was so cold we had to turn on the heat, extra blankets, more dogs, stuff like that. And then the last 2 days have been back to warm, and I'm just waiting for it either to be 90 tomorrow or 30. It's going to do something.
Well, good luck either way.
Yeah, but if it doesn't go horrible tonight, I will be happy. Tonight is class night, and I hate to drive long distance at night in bad weather. Let's see what we got for weather tonight. Oh, 58 degrees. Oh, no, that's Bristol, Wisconsin. I like that. Weather near you, Bristol, Wisconsin. 400 miles away. Let's see, 58 degrees and a high of 90. Okay, so we're going that way with the weather. Well, at least it warned me. So seeing Chris is here, seeing Death is here. I don't know if Sav is in game today or not, but how about we do some stuff?
Oh, okay.
If you want to. I mean, we don't have to. We can sit here and shoot the breeze. I'm fine with that.
No, I'd rather blow up pixels.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Let me send out some invitations here. Wrong person. This person. And that person. All right, what do we need to do? We got Herc frigates, Terran ships, and Zinkethi ships to destroy today. Hang on, let me see if I've got any disruptors on this thing. What do I need? 150. Probably don't. I can probably do that. Oh, I do have some disruptors. Let's throw some disruptors on here this morning. Just for fun. Alrighty. How about we start with a little Zinkethi? Oh, it's Zinkethi in battle zone. Ew. Terran ships. Well, Terran ships and Herc frigates, Chris. Perfect for doing the event. But we don't have to. We could do, yeah. Oh, you need the event? Absolutely, then. We will do the event for you. There we go. We will. Good morning, Cliff. Good morning, Duds. Cliff, well, thank you. What are we on there? 5 stream streak. Congratulations. I figured you meant dudes, but there are days where duds is the appropriate comment.
The Terrans will be here soon to engage.
Yeah. So I have Dabo, I have disruptor damage, which I'm going to take care of right now, and destroy Undine ships. Undine ships. I'm not thrilled about Undine ships. I'll let that go for later.
Sounds like a reroll.
Well, this account's I'm at 750 Endeavor, so unless I'm in a particularly interesting mood in doing it, I'll just ignore it and it'll go away tomorrow morning. 2 of my accounts are completely maxed out, so I just do them for fun. The other 2 matter a little bit more. Excuse me one sec. Whew. And I don't have enough rerolls on the other account to reroll stuff.
This isn't over, Admiral. Believe that.
Take the ship and take her
Well, that was easy.
Picking up more ships through the rifts. Close them if you can. Activate the hollow projectors. Let's hope they get the job done. Defend the hollow projectors as best you can. We've got hostiles on the station. They're breaching our system. Those rifts aren't going to close themselves.
I was mentioning the cool weather at work yesterday and yesterday? Day before yesterday. A couple people told me to warn Id about the false fall here in Indiana, which is we have that nice 40-degree day we had the other day, promptly followed by 90 degrees, then back to 40, then back to 90, then back to 40. In other words, don't put away the summer clothes quite yet.
Projector Alpha is back under our control.
I was walking the dogs yesterday. In the house, you need a jacket. It's a little cool, but my house is surrounded by tons of trees. So it's in the shade. It's very cool. Keeps me from growing any grass, which is annoying. Get the dogs out into the sun, and it's definitely, you do not need a jacket. Probably don't need a shirt. It's so hot. Yeah, so Chris is saying it was 11 degrees above freezing this morning for him. And Sunday was in the 90s. Yep.
You need to get those rifts under control.
What phasers do you use on my on my build? None. At the moment, I threw some disruptors on it, but typically this is an AP build. I do think I have a set of phasers for this one, though. Do I?
Need to clear out
Yeah.
the ships at Jupiter Station.
I've got some advanced phasers. Nothing fancy. I think I'll keep this one as an AP build for my tank and then make a different one for a phaser build. Maybe with DPS in mind, because this certainly doesn't have to think about DPS. Pfft. DPS is something it has fantasies about. And they sound good, too. I love AP sounds. They're not as cool as that Vosh sounds, though. Those are still the best sounds in the game, in my opinion. I'll take cannons anytime, just for the pee 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 pee. What are we at here? We're at 12. Nanite disruptors. I don't have those on anything. That might be fun.
Need to clear out the ships at Jupiter Station. We've locked down the projectors. Now they're ours for good.
You still here, Grandma? Ugh, I thought our Janeway was annoying. Speaking of annoying, did you like me in the back door and putting this station?
Enterprise is back. Near projector base. Shield tests are negating your attack on the Enterprise. Take them out first.
Don't even try. Can't wait.
I was annoyed yesterday. We were doing this in a team, and the first run takes the Enterprise down to 0, and she still comes back twice. That's not fair.
The Enterprise is near projector gamma.
We killed her. She's dead. I'll be right back. Iridian plasma is fun. Sounds like machine. Oh, stop. I'm definitely going to have to find that.
You know what? I'm done.
Yeah, but she's still going to come back. She says, I'm done. No.
The Enterprise is going for projector out.
Are you kidding me with this? My ships make me invincible. Give up already. Well done. We set the Terrans.
Let's see, what do we need today? What do I have for fleet marks? Oh, we better take some fleet marks. I watched a movie called Rebel Moon. Oh, Cliff, I'm so sorry, dear. I'm so sorry. They did the same thing with the character in that movie. So annoying. I'm sorry. Rebel Moon is so awful. And there's Rebel Moon Part 2. And it's awful also. Extra awful. Awful with the side of extra awful. It's a Zack Snyder movie. Okay, so it's a bad take on Warhammer 4000 meets... I don't know. Yeah. 40,000. Thank you, Soft. Did I say 4,000? It's kind of like Warhammer 40,000 meets Age of Sigmar because there's weird stuff. Well, Chris, I think the issue is that he did what happened with the Acolyte and with Star Wars, what was it, Last Jedi? Where the writer did one take on the script and didn't do any editing. So there's a lot of inconsistencies and plot holes that just don't make sense. Like they're coming down to in the first one, they need all the grain from the people there. Why? If you've got starships, you shouldn't be at such a basic level that you have to steal everybody's grain. And the producers who paid for it are newbies in the business. I don't know why people would pay for that. Once you insist that things get proofread and edited and plot consistencies. Nobody's that good that they don't need an editor. Hang on, I'm going to jump onto a different tune here. I'm going to kick everybody. I'll be right back. I'm just going to go see what I've got on the other account so I can work on those too. Let's see what Carl's got working today. I'll just grab Spoimler here. So Cliff, in the reviews, somebody started referring to Anthony Hopkins as Anthony Botkins. I'm like, yep. That's a good one. Let's see, I need phaser damage and Borg TFOs. Oh no. The horror. The horror.
Starfleet Command has commissioned...
Of course, probably works better if I've got some phasers on this ship. More good. Oh, Mysterious Dark Liquid. Well, Mysterious Dark Liquid today is, or sticking with the tried and true Cuffum by Gun Barrel Coffees in Batavia, Illinois. Thank you so much. Cliff says, you just can't write something the first time and call it genius. No one's as good as me. True enough. True enough. Let's see. So I have a Borg TFO. Would you guys be up for a little guillotine, maybe?
Right.
Does that work for you, Chris? I know it's one of Chris's favorites. We are cute for guillotine. Let's see what happens. No, I don't know if we'll have a show tomorrow. Wee-woo. Everybody got a wee-woo?
Wee-woo.
Wee-woo, Chris? So I am going to class tonight, which means I'll get home between 11 and midnight tonight. So I'm not sure if we'll have a show tomorrow. We will see what happens. Probably be home because it's supposed to be nice driving weather, and you can drink enough coffee to get all the way from Bloomington to Indianapolis and not drive off the road, hopefully. I gotta say, I love truck stops on I-70, I think it's 74. Yeah, I-74. Because they're smart enough to have good coffee at night. Not just something hot, but really tasty coffee, so you're more willing to buy a couple cups of it. Ooh, yesterday had the best cheesecake in some time after work. Well, we were at a Greek restaurant for dinner last night, and I love dessert, but we had so many appetizers and then way too much food for the meal that I'm like, ugh, dessert, ugh. But a good baklava. Baklava cheesecake. How's that, Chris? Not quite sure how to do it yet. I have to think about that. Great. Now I have to start thinking about that. Dang, Chris. I'm going to blame you. Oh, I also have Defeat Vodwar on the ground. Ooh, how exciting. And so much for phaser damage in space. That was easy. There's a sphere right there and it won't be targeted. Why? Just let me shoot it. Okay, shoot it ineffectively, but shoot it nonetheless. I'm pew-pewing for all I got. Excuse me. Chris says, we were walking with a pupper past a cafe that opened recently. They allow puppos in. So we went in, got a latte, and the largest cheesecake slice in the world. It was glorious. Oh. Chris, next trip over, I'm coming over to visit you so we can eat cheesecake. So speaking of dogs and cafes, I had to take little dog to the vet yesterday just for a booster vaccine. Nothing scary, nothing bad. I stopped in at the office to ask my boss to sign some papers, which I would finish up when I got back from taking the dog to the vet. So I do that, take the dog to the vet, pick her up, take her back, and leave her in the car. It's 60 degrees. It's not going to be a problem. She can sit in the car for the 20 minutes it's going to take me. My boss comes over with the papers. He says, "Oh, did you run home already and drop the dog off?" I said, "No, she's in the car." And he's like, "No, no, 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 no. We do not do that. Go get the dog and bring her in." Okay. And he went on to tell me about when he lived in Georgia. I'm going to 6, by the way. And the dog culture there is really strong. So in Atlanta, you take your dog into the stores, you take your dogs into the cafes, you take your dogs into most of the restaurants, you take your dogs into the office. Everybody takes their dogs. And one of the places he worked had dedicated dog runs so that you could take your dogs out and back, or you could leave them out there because they had covered areas. Not that we're going to get that at our office, but yeah, it's a cool thought. I can see all 20 of us bringing our dogs in. No, I told her she was going to the vet. I believe in being honest to my dogs and my children. She was not happy. We got there, and it's little Loki, 9 pounds of dog, going, "No, I'm not going in there." And somewhat larger mom going, "Yes, we are." "No, yes, no, yes. You can't make me. I can pick you up." "That's not fair." But we're in and out in about 5 minutes. She still doesn't love me from that. Not blown up. Oh, there's only 4 of us going here. That's interesting. I wonder what happened to our 5th person.
Shield fully deployed on stitching anchor 3. Stitching anchor deployed. Projecting shield now. A Borg assimilator is attempting to escape. Stop it if you can. Stitching anchor 2 is shielded. A second assimilator is attempting to escape. Eliminated. Successful deployment of shield. Stitching anchor 5. A third assimilator is attempting to complete. Do not allow it. Stitching anchor 1 shield is fully energized. Another Borg assimilator is moving to escape. Intercept and destroy. Stitching anchor 4 is
Good morning, Chosen. Chosen says, "I'm hoping Event 5 of the event campaign starts next week for console." I don't know, but that would make sense because you're going to run out of time for the annual event if you don't. And as I'm sure you all know, there won't be any new content per se for the game. Well, there will and there won't be. There won't be a new episode until next year. But apparently they are going to have a new TFO and a couple of new patrols. Though I have no details. So we'll see what happens. Which actually kind of syncs up with what somebody who's allegedly working for them told me. That they were actually not expecting to be able to have anything new out until the new year. And that in the meantime, we need to think up our own way to entertain ourselves. Sounds like my mother. You guys don't need me to come up with games for you. You can think of your own games. So starting next Tuesday, I think it's next Tuesday. I have to double check my calendar. I think it's next Tuesday. We're going to start our variation of 10 Forward Weekly, which I'll put out an announcement about. But the gist of it is we're going to spend Tuesdays for an hour dedicated to a single player. You guys can come on, talk about yourselves, talk about the game. We'll play your favorite missions or episodes or whatever, TFOs, and just have an hour of view time. Since we don't have Kel to interview people anymore, and we don't have any devs. Maybe we'll get some devs to come join us. Except for Musin. We're not going to interview Musin. Yeah, we'll have some new ships again. Because, we're always going to have new ships. Nox Bosonics. Nox Bosonics? Crocs! Excuse me, Crocs Bosonics. Hi! What isn't done? Where's 4? 4. There's 4. Greetings and good morning to you. Stop doing that. I don't like that. Let go of me. Dag nabbit. How are you doing this morning, Crocs? Or afternoon, or whatever it is. Whatever it is, wherever you are. I have a friend who loves ducks, and if you shout something like, duck, they'll just turn around right into whatever's coming at them and go, what? Where? No, dude. Hey, dude. No. Dead again. Yeah, I know. This ship needs some work. Doing well this morning. No, this is one of Ed's builds that he left. And I feel really bad about changing anything on it, so I think I'm just going to leave it alone and start a completely different ship, completely different build. I mean, I want to change the guy's outfit and everything, but something Ed put together, so I can't. Oh, I have no idea. I'm giving every toon a good ship and a good build, which, considering I have something like 50 toons now, that's a lot of building to do. So I can experiment. I can build one of each, thank you very much. Also, yeah, I have primary on 2 accounts that both already have, 3 of each have good builds, so I don't really need to mess with those. But you're right. If you're going to do a good build, it takes resources. Houston says, funny that now when I no longer need Epic Phoenix tokens ever again, I get 2 this week. I have 6 or 7 on my main accounts where I don't need them, and none on the accounts where I definitely do. Yeah, Cliff, it's something like 50 because it's on 4 different accounts. But of course, the newer accounts aren't as well developed, so it's more of a slog to take them through missions and stuff, even though they need it desperately. It's easier to run it on the old ones, but they don't need it. Kind of a viscous circle, if you will. Exizmer said, spent 1.2 million to lithium on 300 boxes and didn't get 1. One down. Let's get that other one now. Hey, don't forget we got a dilithium weekend coming up. Not that Sav cares of has enough dilithium to fund the entire fleet on her own. But we do. It starts Thursday after the patch. I think runs through Monday at noon-ish. Well, upgrade weekend will follow the dilithium weekend. Well, maybe it's the fact that it's 6 in the morning, Zazuli. Come on, die. Finally.
The stitching network is now operational.
Dilithium is fine. Maybe that's the color I should use for painting this room here instead of... This is the baby's room that I'm living in right now for the game, and it's painted an appropriate baby color of dark gray. Oh, what were they thinking?
Well done.
So maybe I need to paint this dilithium pink. Klingon blood pink. I never even thought of lavender soft. It's not in my color palette, but maybe that would be a refreshing change. Well, that knocked out 2 of mine. Let's see what else I've got here. Kicking me both again. And see who just sent a message there. Sorry, got a message on a different channel there. Let's go back to that. Ads? We always have ads.
All right, that was fun, but it's a little after 4:30 here, and I haven't been to sleep yet.
Oh,
so
no. Go to bed. Go to bed.
Let's get
Yeesh.
down.
Go get some sleep. We'll be around. Well, we'll bring you around tomorrow night for sure. But go get some sleep.
Yep.
Okay.
Night.
Take care, Death. Yeah, 4:30. No. All right, let's grab Peter Porker here. My home office is navy blue with silver for the moldings and doors, very naval themed. So this room is, I'm going to say, 11 by 10. Small room, very good for an office. Crazy big closet that, it's crazy big for clothes, but it's really tiny for the fact that that's where they put the access to the attic. So if the shelves are in place, you cannot get into the attic. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. What's your biggest ship disappointment in Stowe? I don't have a ship disappointment because I just don't do ships like you guys do. Let's see, I have phaser damage in space, GPL doing Dabo, that's easy enough, and Herc frigates. Did somebody else say they had Herc frigates? Was that you, Chris, that needs Herc frigates? Because we could take care of that. Let's see if we got some phasers on this first. Do I want to commit to putting all these agony phaser beams on this tune? What do we think of agony phaser beams? Is it worth keeping and upgrading? Should I give them to another tune to upgrade and then bring them back? Yeah, I'm going to do that. We'll figure this one out. We can do that. Okay, give me 1 second to play some Dabo, and then we will go whack the Hercs. Agony phasers are real good. Okay, I'm going to send them off to one of my tunes that can upgrade them and bring them back here to Peter. Ed would be happy. How much Dabo money do I need? Oh, 1,000 in Dabo. Easy peasy. Let's see, what do I have? So, wagering 15,000 GPL, hoping to get 1,000. Well, net loss, that's good. Chris, I've sent you an invitation to the team. Let's see. Slingo Lingo Bingo. Agony phasers are not real good. They are just as good as crafted phasers and aren't particularly special otherwise. People just think they're special because the tooltip is spelled wrong. The tooltip is spelled wrong? Where are they coming from? They're off on my other ships. Let's see. Energy damage, 250 degree arc, 326 phaser. This is on a Mark 11, by the way. I mean, they look fine. I mean, they don't look stunning, but with recrafting, A bit of an upgrade. A little dusting, a little floor polish. Yeah, we could make something out of them. Oh, okay. A single lingo bingo. No worries. Opinions are always valued here, so I'm glad you voiced yours. Thank you. What do I need, if anything? Let's take fleet marks. We're going to have a project coming up. We're going to need that to lithium while we're at it. Okay. But all these lockbox and crafted phasers, the same power as my main point. So just use what's pretty. Well, the reason I'm going to keep this is because Ed did it. And yeah, I'm just being nostalgic. So, Chris, we're going to do Swarm. That works for you? I have lots of stuff I've never used. Bad habit. Okie doke. Swarm is cute and weeboo. What is the SPR mod?
The Herc are about to...
Well, it looks like we have a full team this time around. To me, biggest disappointment is the mirror warship. I was hoping to get the cutout saucer for the Donnie, but it's forcing me to use Terran paint all over it, and I hate it. Terps, but thank you, Musin. Well, so much for the Herc frigates. Chris, see if it comes back. It's done that to me a couple times lately. It's interesting. It didn't launch any more Herc. Chris, it might not be you. Let's see what happens here.
Well done.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Satellite is back online. It will launch tractor mines against the Herc ships.
Well, I see stuff's happening on your side, Chris. But yeah, that was really weird. It wouldn't launch anything. Cliff says, if it's lagging, look at your program manager just to see if anything's running in the background. I did that at work yesterday,
The last of the
and it
refugee
was,
ships are ready.
holy moly, how can that much stuff be running in the background at once? Necessitating a complete shutdown and restart because so much garbage running in the background. Ah.
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
I'm coming to save you. Or it could be the fact that we have at least 3 people here who are just blowing everything out of the water. And there's nothing left. Difficulty level none.
Herc ship spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there. Herc dreadnought on sensors. Be careful. Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
Pew! Disappears.
Head to escape route Beta. Protect the refugee.
Somehow I don't think I'm going to get my 500,000 phaser damage in this run. Since I'm up to 180.
Herc ship spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
Ooh, that hurt.
We're speeding up the evacuation. All lanes will be utilized now. Herc ship spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
Now, Chris, you have to sing it. Mom still owes us a song in Klingon. You clearly have never heard me sing. Good morning, Mar Hawkman.
Head to escape route Beta. Protect the refugee ships. Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
So, Sav, as you don't know, I used to be in choir for 50% of my school day when I was in high school. I had girls choir, glee club, concert choir, and most interestingly,
Get over there.
I was in the boys choir. This was for 4 years, 4 hours a day. It was not because I can sing, it's because I can play piano. To the extent that my instructor was like, you should take voice lessons. I'm like, because it's going to make me better. This is kind of like lipstick on a pig. I will play piano for you in Klingon. How's that? Will that be acceptable?
I've heard some people make some interesting claims about how learning to diversify your skills makes you better because you understand the other kind of skills more. So working with the other people to do the other
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha.
things
Protect
somewhat
them.
better. But
Well, it doesn't make up for the fact that I'm not good at singing. And, you know, I understand musical theory. I understand what's going on. I can help other people be better singers, but I'm just not a singer.
Escape route Beta.
yeah, I know. It's like
Protect the refugee
what I was getting at is that actually doing some learning how to sing
ships spotted at escape route
will
Gamma.
at least
Get
give
over
you
there.
a stronger grasp of the musical theory of all this.
Well, I had thought about going into music seriously after high school and taking it in college, and then somebody had the grace to go, you're not that good. You're really not that good. You're going to waste your time, you're going to waste your money, you're going to be broke, and you're going to be, playing in bars, and you're already doing that, so maybe you want to do something else with your life. So I did. But the thing is, yeah, I get music theory, and I enjoy it. I understand how to write music, how to play it, how to perform. Just, I can't sing. I'm not comfortable singing.
That's everyone.
Somebody said if you practice doing anything for 15 to 30 minutes a day, you will become better at it. You will become outstanding at it. You may never be the best, but you'll become much better at it, which is great in theory, but the reality is if I'm going to spend 15 to 30 minutes a day doing something, I'd like it to be something I really enjoy.
Well, as one person pointed out to me, well, okay, but something I saw someone discussing stuff about in a YouTube video is that what he was discussing was how someone who has thousands of hours of experience flying planes isn't necessarily actually good at it.
Yeah, that's true. I've got
And-
thousands of hours of playing Star Trek Online, and I'm not good at it.
Well, like there's like this one case where someone who was flying a Boeing 737 apparently crashed because in the heat of the moment when there was an emergency that needed immediate action, he took the wrong action because of the fact that he actually had very little experience flying a 737.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This was a guy who had like decades of experience flying planes, but not a 737.
Yeah.
And
No,
he,
absolutely.
fell back on instincts that were from Soviet-built planes.
Ooh.
That didn't work the same as a 737.
Yeah, not everything translates over directly.
Well, the specific thing with this one is the artificial horizon gauge in the cockpit. In a 737, when you have the plane tipping left right, it moves the wings of the plane with the Okay, in one of them the plane doesn't move. In the other one, the horizon doesn't move. And
Oh.
if you forget which is which,
Yeah.
no, that doesn't work.
If you
And-
forget
and-
which is
and
which,
like it-
no. That's
it-
well said.
In the heat of the moment, he forgot which it was apparently, and that meant that he tipped the plane the wrong way, and the plane crashed because it was sideways.
Yep. I totally believe that. I totally believe that. Well, folks, it is getting on towards 7 o'clock, and while I don't have to go to work today, I still have work to do today, being a big difference in those two words. So I'm going to get out of here and go do stuff, but I want to thank everybody who joined us. Cliff, music stream, not with me singing. No. We will be back maybe tomorrow morning. So if I'm here, I'm here. If I'm not here, I'm not here. But we will be back tomorrow night. Yeah, regular night tomorrow night. So everyone, have a wonderful day. And as we like to say around here, stay moopsome.